It's your favorite nurse leader, Bilquis, and today I'm going to talk about how to obtain a contract. Okay, so you started your process and now you need to start obtaining contracts from different facilities. Okay, so what you want to do is, prior to doing that, I put in my video yesterday, research the market. Okay, find out what they're paying agency or staffing firms in your area. Okay, and then when you're ready to make that call to the facility, there's three people you can speak to. Okay, you can speak to the DON, the administrator, and the scheduler. Okay, those three people will be able to assist you in your contract. Now, the DON and the administrator are the ones who's going to actually sign the contract. All right, so for example, you call someone and they say, oh, mail me over your contract. Okay, but they might respond and might not give you a contract depending on what your terms are. Okay, and this is where you're going to get into that negotiating phase, okay, with trying to get that contract. So what you can do is find out what they expect to pay. All right, but like I said yesterday, make sure it's not too low where you're not going to have a profit margin, that you are able to profit and pay yourself, as well as the bills that you have accumulated for your company. The other thing is, if you have a facility and they are functioning at a high level of agency staff, this is where you want to start competing for those contracts, to outbid them. Okay, so start thinking of it and start asking yourself, what is it that you can give this facility that the other facilities aren't providing? For myself, I'm speaking from the DON side. I'm going to choose a facility that has consistency in their staff, that their staff come to work, that they're reliable. All right, that's what I'm going to choose that facility, that company over any company who, have issues with their staffing. All right, so, start thinking about ways where you can outbid. Okay, you can also do block schedules. Okay, those are great because that provides that facility with consistency and continuity of care. Okay, so if you can actually do block scheduling with them, that's going to be a huge asset, because then they know that your staff is going to show up, and then they know they're going to have the same people in those facilities all the time. And then, like I said, that's going to improve the continuity of care, which is then going to help that facility improve their outcomes. Okay, so that's me speaking from the person who used to have to sign on the contracts. All right, so those are the things that I would look for when I would be signing a contract. All right, another thing you can start doing is start building a relationship with the leadership in these facilities. Okay, start being proactive. You can simply do things such as, call the facility to ensure that all your staff has arrived to work. All right, because there are many times when you might send staff out and then they might not show up, or they're late, they no call, no shows. And that really hinders the facility and affects the quality of care for that facility. All right, so start building relationships with the leaders in that facility if you can. Start thinking about quality rather than quantity when you're trying to fill the facilities. Okay, so when you're doing this, this is going to help you gain respect for that facility, but not only that, it can help you land that contract. Okay, so remember, the staff that you send in there, they are technically a representation of you and your company and what you stand for. And I say that you hire those staff members that come work for you. Okay, that means you have first hand on the product, okay, on what you're going to be given that facility. All right, so when you don't send appropriate staff, then that affects you and your contracts. So start identifying people on your team that you have hired who are actually assets and not liabilities. Okay, because that can actually hinder you getting a contract. And again, I'm speaking from the DON side on things that I have done when I received contracts and nurses that just wasn't appropriate and didn't fit my vision for what I wanted for my facilities. All right, so again, when you make that call, just simply say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm the owner and operator of whatever your company name is, and then you say, I would like an opportunity to assist you with your staffing needs. Okay, may I send you over an email with my contract for you to review? Okay, they'll ask you for your email, you'll send it over to them, they will either say, reply yes or no. If they say no, this is when you identify the root cause and say, can you tell me why you would not like to move forward? If they say, oh, well, For example, myself, I had a 30-day invoicing, meaning they had to pay me in 30 days, and then they switched to 90 days, then I couldn't do that contract. Okay, because my invoices was for 30 days, and I did not want to go over that. So if they say something like that, when it comes to your financing, then that's something that you're going to have to think about if you're going to take out a loan, or like I said, how to have a funding company. If it's something in regards to your bill rate, that's something that you can start negotiating. Okay, start negotiating your bill rate, but make sure you are able to see a profit margin when it comes to that aspect. Okay, so those are really the two main things that a company won't approve your contract. Okay, it would have to do with your bill rate, and it have to be your terms on your invoices. Okay, so I hope these tips helps, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow for more tips. All right, I'll talk to you soon.